Yes, we're going around the Cuban! By the way, Daz, I feel a wee bit left out with the fucking headwear of the day, innit?
There you go. I need my head shaved.
It's freezing, it's like you stuck your head in the back of the couch, man. It's coming back. So it's like a hatch chicken. See when a chicken just first hatches.
Ponytail. Where's the ponytail? I could grow that, no problem. He's just in for
By the way, you probably could. How come hairs come out everywhere else? Nears, nose, backyard, and then just aye, doesn't matter. Anyway, he saves us a fortune in fucking haircuts.
Aye, but
25, 30
do you know what I found?
What?
You need to shave your head more when you've no hair than when you've got hair.
Aye. I only try and do it twice a week. 25, 30 quid with the boys pay once a week, twice a week.
Aye,
I'm saving myself a fortune.
25 quid?
You're paying 25 quid a haircut?
No, that's with the boys pay.
The boys pay, nuts.
I don't know, they got somewhere in Wisha, the guy does it. I think it's only about 25 quid and they're up once a week.
You can buy Wishy for 25 quid.
Get a house in Wishy for 25 quid.
So much is that a month?
Yeah, 2 days coming to pay the mortgage.
100 quid a month for your haircut.
Do you know what's pathetic? I'm 37, I can't grow a beard.
How's that
Well,
pathetic?
Do you think that's a bit pathetic?
No, grow a beard that you can.
What, does it go a bit patchy?
No, it just doesn't come.
See, like, you've got a kind of, you're a black kind of grey
What's
type
pathetic
thing.
is you're 37 and you can't grow a moustache, but you keep trying it.
That's even more pathetic. I think this is the busiest it's ever been.
It's growing in. Aye, what are you doing?
Why don't you get a transplant? You get transplants for hair. Can you get that?
You
can get a transplant.
I know, but see how your heat swells up, my fucking face will swell up there, man.
You can get
match your nose.
a transplant for anything, can you?
You can. Fucking
You can.
I think you can, mate.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You'll be getting one now, won't you?
You got stubble.
Aye.
I can grow a bit. I look as dirty as fuck, man. I can't.
3 weeks off a drink, you're looking good.
I see a difference. Aye.
So do I.
I'm 2 weeks.
Well done, mate.
Are you?
Boys are flying.
But then I've got other addictions now.
What, is it?
Oh, I'm struggling, man.
What, what?
Sweeties or something.
Aye. How do you know?
Cause that's
Do you want to know what it is? It's my old man's the same boat. I'm sports mixers, man. I'm sports mixers.
Fucking grow up. What age are you, man? Sports mixer?
I'm having that for my lunch. No, that apart. Sports mixer.
Sports mixer and chips.
You do.
Sports mix are good. They're hard work though, aren't they?
No.
When
did you put in your mousse at a time? I'm on to like kind of 6 at one time.
Aye, mate.
Aye. Oh, aye.
Do you go black and red together?
Aye, I love black. That's my favourite.
Is it?
My weekend. Aye. My dad's seen me doing licorice all sorts.
Oh, that's fucking sick behaviour. Licorice is
back
the worst thing in the
He was
world.
after them for a couple of years.
He's after licorice.
He's back on them. He's back. My dad is back on the licorice all sorts.
He's after licorice. Just the licorice.
My dad doesn't drink, but I was in the garage last week and he's got a wee stash out in the garage. My mum doesn't know about. Licorice all sorts. Aye.
Sits there with a scud book and the licorice all sorts down in the garage.
He's on
Never
the
mind if he finds his
He puts his scud book and tap the licorice all sorts.
Oh, incredible. Any pet peeves this week, lads? I've got
one.
Well, yours is good. I like yours.
Mine's just football really.
So is mine.
Is it?
You go first.
I seen it in the Dundee Derby. A substitute comes on.
Did football break out?
Oh, fuck that. By the way, to be fair, I thought it was alright. A substitute comes on with a note to pass to a player. Come on.
What jinx on that note?
I'm going to add a football one on.
Right, so...
come on, so you can't run on the park and say, I was Simon Murray, right? He can't fucking read anyway, so you need to give him an audio one, right? So, I'm only kidding, Simon. Let's face it, he's got fuck all to lose, I've got a lot. But why not just run on and say, by the way, the manager wants to play, I want you to play in the hole.
Do you know, just it looks good. It looks
not that cool.
So what do you do with the note?
Were you a manager? She's a manager. She's a manager. Did you take notes then?
Nah,
I did a fuck.
You just took pants down, didn't you? But do you know
No bad. No bad.
No, but when you see that, because that's how I think, I don't know, that's how you've got your coaching staff behind you, because if you've missed something, they'll come up and tell you at half time.
That's the best. That's the best.
That's a great shot. Just take pants.
You know me so well.
I agree. Just shout on them or call them there, innit?
Well, the sub can go on and just say, listen, go and play wide left, or the manager wants you to do that. Fucking no. And then he's standing there for about a couple of minutes, trying to work it out.
It would be good if he just drew a dick with ginger pubes and gave it to Simon Murray, wouldn't it? What's yours?
When boys walk onto the pitch and need to do daft wee things before they go on it, does my head in.
Oh,
Does my head in.
That fucking shit.
Aye, so they do it when they go in for the warm up. They do it when they go in before the game kicks off. They do it when they're going and doing the walk of the pitch. It does
What's the one I know
for sure, mate, innit?
Is it the skip or the
skip,
hop,
jump,
or the
heat?
hop?
It's a kid on header.
Kid on header.
The kid on header. Fucking did.
And then he doesn't win a header for the full fucking game.
No, it's like they do a wee thing before they can go on the pitch. Like stub their toes or a couple of hops, or they go on and hop 3 times in the right foot. It just does my head in. I just don't get it.
What's your?
Mine's is McCall Arteta. They're really starting to annoy me.
Told you,
He started playing music and training me. He does anything he can to be different from everybody else. He's trying to do
He's been doing that for a while.
I know, but it's not work. It's not work, does it?
Depends what music.
Fucking turn the music off, man.
Music's he put?
Oh, it was a load of shite, mate. Honestly, I'm watching it.
What's that to get them into a rhythm?
The World Cup one, was it no? The Jogga Benito.
Football song.
Oh, was it?
Do you know
No,
what I mean?
I don't.
It's like an underage football party, mate.
We're football crazy, we're football man. Get
That's
that
shite,
one.
man.
It's a bit of Simple Minds or something, or something like that. Aye, I get that.
Do you know what? I would quite like to train with music in the background. Do you know?
What, you got any this week? Your oven's broke.
Oh, I know. A disaster.
I'm getting your knee fixed, by the way.
I did.
I'm going to get your knee fixed. Somebody messaged us for a fucking top place.
Aye.
You're going to get sorted.
See my surgeon.
Getting your 2 knees fixed now.
See when I went to see the surgeon, honestly, you think he didn't want to do it? Because he was
somebody else as well.
He was scaring the shit out of me. Because Carol was in at that, and the things he was coming out with, I was in 2 minds. I went, but fuck it, I need to get it done anyway.
Telling Carol what? He's trying to fire into Carol, isn't he?
I don't know.
What was he telling her, that you were going to be a goner, like?
Aye, it sounded like that. It was like, it's somebody who's trying to put me off it, but I'm like, no, I'm adamant to go ahead. That's good news, you've got
It's costing you $5,000.
That's good. You will speak after.
We'll get you sorted 100%. Last thing I want to ask you, Ross McCormick said on Monday that he once spent $7,000 on a night out when he was at Fulham and Aston Villa. Now, $4,000 of that was on packets of crisps, but have you ever, I know you bought that Schumacher helmet, but in your heyday, like back at Rangers, that was ever a night where you spent and you just thought, fucking hell, what have I spent here?
There was a time when you'd have your cash, when Cashline Cares, well, I think it'd first come out, that was, so if you were running out, you just go outside. if you get a big one.
He's got a big helmet. There's a Michael Schumacher helmet.
That's the one that costs you a
Look
few
at that.
bob,
Come on, that's a private picture.
Oh, it's brilliant.
That is incredible, man. What
Got
about,
to wear that in the bedroom, haven't you?
did you ever sit with that on and drink? Left to hang up.
It's in a wee case. I did find it. Sorry.
What about the Everton days? There must have been one like a Christmas Day or something where you've spent
I was never involved in that.
Was there somebody that you played with that would spend quite a few quid?
No, you would have a kitty. You wouldn't
I
have.
tell you it was nice, right, and that's what I'm going to see when you went out with your pals. When I was at Rangers, sometimes we'd go out and I would go out with my pals, and my pals weren't earning that much. It's good that you could treat them.
Look after them.
Aye. But I don't know, have you done the same? I think that was a kind of nice wee touch. You could do that, you know.
He was asking if you were going to.
Because there's nothing worse when you go and guys are under a wee bit of pressure. And it was good that you could do that. You could say, don't worry about that. Listen, I can
used to drive a fucking dumper truck for East Kilbride Parts Department.
Stephen Fletcher was the best with his pals. Remember we drinking? He'd stay in Vegas every year.
Minted, but I could get it easier than him.
Who was the biggest spender at Rangers? Nights out, who'd spend a few quid?
Oh, I'll tell you who, wasn't he?
McCoy.
Aye.
Coyce.
Could they get a drink after?
No, Coyce, he wasn't a
Hands in the
man
pocket.
for coming forward. Just try to think.
Tell you
who's quite generous. I tell you, we Girani.
It's always ugly ones that are generous. They need to spend a few quid.
Yeah. Don't leave me.
Do you know St. Moisey spent 10k in Ocean Beach once? Just a pair of Speedos on. Who would have been biggest spender in the Everton team tour?
Don't know actually. Can he?
Would Big Dunk go on nights out?
Dunk would. Aye, he would
be quite generous.
He was generous.
Can imagine that.
See, like younger ones. When I think when we went away to one of the end of season trips, went to Marbella, They'd bring money just to get to the younger ones.
Aye.
Brilliant.
That's good, isn't it?
Aye,
I like that.
Isn't it?
And no when I was there, but I'd heard that before they'd give them his card and say, right, go and get what you want.
Rattle it.
Ah, brilliant.
Seriously? How much candy must you have to do that?
Big Dunkley, a few quid, wasn't it?
That's what got me into trouble a wee bit. At
Saying that, you wouldn't overspend, would you?
Aye.
No, because he punched fuck out.
50 quid.
As soon as they offered it, you begin, is this a test? Do I take this or not? But no, he looked after the young one.
Christmas night at the Rangers, I had 2 Christmas nights out because I still felt part of the away dressing room because I'd been moved into the first team dressing room. But basically all my pals were up in the away dressing room, so I had 2 Christmas nights out. So that was, remember, that got me into a wee bit of bother because it was 2 nights in a row. So it was, and the gaffer found out about that, so.
Because you went on both?
Aye.
Fucking, you need to enjoy yourself, man.
I know.
Last one, pet peeve outside the football. I've got parents' night tonight. 3 years at last.
Aye.
First appointment's at 4 o'clock. High school, mate.
Aye.
First appointment's at 4 o'clock. Last appointment's at 7 o'clock, mate. 3 years for a parents' night.
You need to organise that better, mate.
Aye.
Because you can pick your times, can't you?
Oh, can you?
I mean, you said it lasts 3 years. I can't understand why it lasts.
Because it's just whenever they get the appointments out and you pick and you need to try and.
That's for the man.
Surely it takes 2 minutes. A wee prick, or he's good.
Aye, but does everyone go last 3 years?
5 minutes or something.
Aye.
Well,
No, because then you need to then wait for your next one to. You didn't just go from class to class.
Oh,
World's gone mad, mate, innit? For your parents' night.
Ah, fuck.
Did you ever get your kids' bad parents' night?
No,
Lewis?
I can't say if I did.
No, Carol went. I didn't really.
Never?
I've never been.
It was mostly Carol that went
my
to all
first
the.
one.
Aye, I'm probably as a parent maybe not the greatest.
What about football parents' night? Did you ever need to go for Lewis?
Aye. Oh, I went.
How was that? Did you and would you question like the coaches?
No.
Never?
I'd never. That's the one thing I didn't do. Say their opinion in it. It's them. It's all I did was encourage them. That's all I did.
What about when did he get did Lewis get released for Rangers?
Aye, 14.
Can you remember the night it happened?
Can't remember exactly the night, but I remember how he was, but then I got a phone call from George Kearns.
Straight away?
Aye, and it suited him better, just down the road. George was good for him. George was brilliant for him. Wee bit more old school. Didn't fanny about, just told you the way it is, wasn't going to muck about. And it was a perfect thing for him.
See, when he got released, does he just get told he's sell, or do you all 3 years get taken?
I think I missed it. I think I was working, I was doing something that night. I think Carol was in me up at Old Murray Park. Aye, so it was worse for her. He wasn't too bothered. He's like, no, I'll go. I'll play. At 14, with him, it didn't kind of faze him one bit. But I think, as I know, just with youngsters, because you've got your boy and all, it doesn't faze them as much. You just go, just go and get another team. And some of them take it, I think, might take it to heart. I don't know.
Definitely.
It depends on the way they are, their mentality. So it didn't faze
I think a lot it's how you are as a parent.
Is it?
I agree.
I think if, like you're saying, you wouldn't say it, and I didn't used to say it neither.
Aye,
just because.
And is that because you played and a wee bit of that as well? Aye,
it's the coach's role to do it.
Of course it is. It's your gig.
Aye, just be there for your boy, and I think the way you are with him definitely helps him deal with stuff.
The worst thing in life as a coach is releasing a wee boy, innit?
Aye,
it must be hard for them. I get that.
I sit and greet and you're like, fucking hell, man.
Because they don't know.
Even as a manager, freeing, because you're putting somebody out of job, especially in your full time. I freed my flatmate, my best mate.
Out of cage or?
No. Joke make statement.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought it was in a cage.
I was still looking for him.
Put your clothes on, Joe.
I was a manager here, and I'd signed Joke, and I was sharing a flat with him, and I freed him.
Oh, jeez, Joe.
Wow. And did you fight?
No, not at all, no, I made my dinner that night. It was
back in the cage.
Back in the cage.
He freed me, I know.
Did he?
Aye.
No way.
Did I free you?
I was gone. I said it before. You were good with me.
I know,
but you've never told us this, so did he just take you in office?
No, because I broke down. My knee was
freed you? I can't believe I fucking signed it.
No, I looked after. He was good with me.
Did you ever get released?
Aye.
What? How many times? Kid and adult, or just?
As a kid, no, I don't think so. I'd asked to leave a couple of places. But as an adult, when I was older and my knee was fucked. St Johnstone, I get released. Phone call. Affy told me right.
Oh, what? Not even a meeting, just a phone call.
And Motherwell, Stuart McCall.
face to face with Stuart McCall?
Aye.
How was it? Did it still feel as bad as?
Nah, no, because I knew that whatever happened, I was leaving, and I knew that I couldn't really play the way I wanted to play. The Motherwell one was a wee bit because it was I don't want to insult you by offering you a lesser contract, and I was like,
Do you feel
I'd have taken a lesser contract.
I hate that one. I hate that one.
See with your knee and you
He's it and I'll decide. He's it and I'll decide.
If it's £100 less, I'm quite happy
that's
with
what I was
that.
going to, because did you feel you're letting people down because you couldn't do what you used to be able? That's the kind of way I was feeling when you get a gob knee and you go like that. I'm kidding myself on, but more important, I'm kidding other people on. But it's time to just get a buy. You feel as if you're cheating them.
Yeah.
Then it's not right. It's not a good feeling.
Fuck him, I'd have sat and taken the dome.
All day long.
And he's fine, there's nothing wrong with him. I signed for Dundee with the best fucked back in British football, mate.
Oh, what? The minute you pass your medical, you're signing it.
My medical was such a struggle, mate.
Well, there you go. We never got medicals. The only time I get a medical, I think, was going to Sunderland.
Was it?
That's the only time
My
I
mate
got
released me, Gary Naismith.
Where was that?
Queen and South.
Did he?
Aye.
So did you think it was coming, or did you just call you in the office one day?
I knew it was coming.
And how was he with you? Was he fighting himself?
In that instance, you feel I felt for him because he's my mate, and he had 2 players in on loan for St Johnstone. He had Jason Kerr and Chris Kane.
Wow.
And the chairman I think had sorted that where it maybe wasn't coming out his budget, and then he kept cutting things off him, taking we'd lunch 4 days a week, put it down to 2 days a week. We played Montrose in the Cup. You were either getting a bus or a bus or a pre-match, but no both. So it was they were taking stuff off him, and I was on nothing. But he was taking the 2 loan players were going back. He wasn't getting the money to bring 2 in, and I was out of contract in January, and he wasn't getting enough to even offer me an extension. I was on nothing. Wow. So I felt for him. I felt for him because he was my roommate. And
God, that was
but would you ever have said, right, I'll just play for nothing to end the season?
Aye.
Did you? Is that what you done?
No, I never done it.
We can't even offer you that. You're just desperate. We can't even offer you
no,
that.
but
Would you do that?
Would I do that?
Because I'll tell you, because I was
he's a different.
I was at Clydebank.
His mate.
I was at Clydebank and we went under, and I got the boys together. I was player manager at that time, and we played the last 3 months. All that squad for nothing, and they could have easily some of them, they could have just walked away because in terms of picking up an injury, but no, we're stuck together. Played the fixtures out to the end of the season for nothing. They get absolutely nothing. 3 months, just under that. Unbelievable.
Good for you, mate.
And did you get anything at the end of the 3 months?
Nothing. Not a penny. And the end of the boys, they just kept playing. Probably what they want to just put themselves in the shop window. Can I get that a wee bit? But other thing is they're putting themselves at risk as well. And I'd said to them, I says it's entirely up to you to not stuck together and fulfil the fixtures. Fair
Good
play.
for you, stop it. Last thing, Starbucks stopped filling his fucking coffee up to the brim, man. That's got to be a piss take, mate. There was fucking about.
Aye, because half it spilt on the way in.
So there was more in that?
It spilt as he handed it to me. So I had to just wait to get a wee napkin and
that's a claim. That's a claim you're in it.
Burn your hands, 100%.
Next time I'll be doing that.
Oh, sorry, last thing, because you talked about driving home last night. I was listening to you on BBC Scotland. Richard Gordon is the GOAT, and he's like the greatest of all time, right? And I love him, and I feel like a fucking idiot 'cause I'm a moron, and he's a genius. But the one thing he does, he pronounces foreign name in a foreign accent. Damn, man, last night.
I've not realised that.
Because he's such a good Scottish talk, and then when he was speaking about one of their players, he was like, Randerson, was that?
Where was that for?
Didn't I say it like that?
Well, why have you not had him on?
I'd love to get. Would you get him on?
I put his name forward to the guys.
I had to take my job.
No, take him on, and he says he'd be up for it.
Oh, I'd love to get him on.
About that.
Do you know what he'd be good at? Hot Wings Challenge.
There you go.
Him and Chick Young or something.
Oh, Chick's brilliant.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Or him and Kenny McIntyre.
No, take it easy with Chick. You fucking kill Chick if you give him a Wings Challenge, man. You got to be careful. He's an old man now. You got to watch him.
Kenny McIntyre.
That'd be a good one.
By the way, get Richard.
Richard and Chick, you get great stories.
Right, they'll do that.
Always with Chick. Chick's.
Right, sort that for us, please, mate. Right, there you go. There's another wee exclusive. Ian McCall's on the podcast on Monday.
Golly's some boy, isn't he?
Love him.
he's
I've been
great.
texting him back and forward. He's one of them where you're not sure if he's up for a laugh or no. Do you know what I
he'll
mean?
be up for that.
But he's got that way about him when you're a wee bit scared of him, because he's a bit different, isn't he?
You're not scared of Collie, are you?
No scared, but do you know what I mean? You don't want to overstep the mark with him, do you know what I mean? I try to throw a couple of cheeky wee things.
I know.
I don't know, man. Just that
be
hang
yourself,
about
mate.
always, but
Just be yourself.
but you need to be respectful as well, don't you?
Ask him about his jacket that it gets set fire to in the Nile bar back in the...
Perfect. I'll write that down. He was one that you said you didn't expect going to be a manager.
Aye, do you know...
Pass it to him when you.
Aye,
When,
Or
when
I'll
it
just-
comes
or I'll
on
just
the
set
show,
fire to
pass a note to him.
because he was...
Niall Bar.
By the way...
Remember the Nile bar? He used to.
Oh, the Nile bar was brilliant.
This is
And
the
that
go
next
to this way, didn't it?
Aye.
Fucking, that was
Oh,
alright.
the-
Wednesday night.
The bar staff were darlings, they were all models.
Ah, right.
So they were oh, aye.
Oh, Nile bar. Nile bar.
Stunning.
What the fuck are you doing in there? There's no way you're getting in there.
I was in for a minute. See, when I go into a bar, I get in for a beer. I get in for a beer. I'm not bothered about what's behind the bar, but obviously some guys are.
Why did you know that Collie would be a manager?
Okay, see, early doors, and maybe it was the time I was at Rangers with him, but we had maybe a wee bit too much carry on in our head. Maybe that was it, you know, and I just didn't think at that time. But then, further down the line, you know, but he was a clever guy, you know, and sometimes he's that clever, he's verging on
Stupid.
being daft.
Nah.
You know,
Get
there's
me.
a fine line with that as well. Another man I'd put that in the category was Big Jerry. Big Jerry
Right,
Britton.
Britton.
Clever guy, but an absolute madman.
Nah.
You know, and that's the way they kind of work, and that's about Collie. You know, clever, aye, but can be a bit mad.
Just before we get into the games last night, anyone else that you played with, you thought there's no way he's going to be a manager and he went on and done it?
Well, you said that earlier, didn't you?
It's hard because you see people when they're young, and you would say no, but you don't know how they're
Going to be when they're older,
Well,
I don't really think.
They're not really there, but yeah, what?
I used to, when I was at Rangers at the time, I didn't think Daz was a bit radio rental. Aye.
And listen,
As you know.
I can't believe it is.
Still can't believe it.
When, I was a Scotland coach. We played Portugal, and it was Belgium, and it was Robbie Martinez. So I was 18, I think, 17, 18 when he was at Motherwell. And he's like, oh, you're the last person I thought was going to go into coaching.
Yeah.
I said, it's fucking hell, mate, I was only 18. An 18-year-old, if you seen an 18-year-old and you went, definitely got to be a coach, you'd be like, born bastard.
Exactly. He's a boring bastard. Did you think he'd go on to be a manager? That's a good one.
No,
Really? How come?
because at that, like, full of carry on.
Was he?
Great banter, like, funny guy. But then when you think about, he did look after himself. He used to do the Spanish football on Sky when they had it. So he'd do all his research whilst he was...
Oh, he was playing?
Aye.
Oh, would he, right?
Aye. He would do all his research. So for that point, aye. But there's only... Normally you look at the busy ones, don't you? Like the leaders and, right, this is the rules, and that's the ones you look and go, aye, he'll be a good manager. But sometimes there's people that just have a different outlook.
Yeah.
Gary Mackay, I thought Gary would have been.
At Hearts,
Did Gary not manage for a short period at Airdrie? He might have, didn't he?
I think so.
did he? I'm not sure.
I thought Gary would have been into management.
What about Goffey now?
I didn't think you'd get into management.
I shouldn't have. Exactly. You're fucking right. Goff now.
Aye, the big man would bore you to death, man.
Who Goffey?
You'd be sleeping.
Did you think McCoy should go into management?
No, real, but of course when the opportunity comes up to manage
Rangers,
that changes everything, doesn't it?
He has got that charisma, hasn't he?
Big golf, he's into triathlons and all that still, isn't he?
Is he? Aye, he's in good nick,
fit as a
isn't he?
fiddle,
Tell you
man.
who's also in good nick. What a link, SBK. They're in fucking great nick just now. As ever, the Cooping Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK. This week it's back to Scottish Premiership action, and SBK are offering a 20% bet builder boost on the weekend's fixtures. Link to sign up is always in an account. Link to sign up with an account is always in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. Right, lads, Celtic qualified with a game ago. How big an achievement is that?
That's massive. I know that people look and say, oh, it was a good draw, but you still need to win the games.
Yeah.
I think in the fact that they've qualified, getting into the game last night, I think you need to beat Young Boys to qualify. It's like that's a dream scenario, and it wasn't comfortable, but they get the job done. That's all that matters.
What did you make of the performance?
I thought, by the way, right, and that is a great achievement. When you think back to getting absolutely whacked by Russia, aye, then you're thinking, it's going to be difficult. So
have they not ended up the same points as Dortmund?
So they've achieved that, so fair play. But I tell you what, they should have been out of sight in the first half. You know, I know they got the offside goals, but I was surprised, I don't know about you, how poor they looked. No, I
wasn't surprised.
Because they've not won a game, have they?
They're struggling domestically, they're bottom of the table.
They look so easy to play against.
They grew
a bit, they
were absolutely giant, every one of them. There was a few times where later in the game, because they were 4-4-2 or kind of 4-4-1-1, and they were direct. They wanted to find the striker. The striker was about 7 foot. But they got a couple of times down the right wing to the winger, and it was like back, and the defender would go, so they're on the edge of the 18-yard box, and the defender would be 20 yards in his own half, and they'd go all the way back, and then they'd retreat and boom it to the striker.
They're just desperate to hit the long ball to the striker.
Desperate to hit the striker. But in the first half, they should have been. They should have been out of sight. If they'd got the goal in the first half or scored the penalty, it'd have been a much more comfortable night for them. They'd have won easy. But you can understand, like, they know what's at stake. If they win the game, then they qualify. And sometimes when you're expected to win and win easy, it's difficult, especially in the Champions.
See, I'd heard that, and then I realised why when I watched the first half. Because everybody was kind of saying, "Oh, this is a gimme. They'll beat them pretty comfortably." And then in the first half, I was looking at them, I'm thinking, and they should be.
This could be a downer.
They shouldn't be out of sight, but they did improve a wee bit in the second half.
I thought they improved in the second half, right? But I thought there were two massive decisions in the game last night. Hatate's ball,
what a pass,
was unbelievable, and Schmeichel's first save. Right, everybody talks about the second one as well, right? The first one, when you see it again, is incredible. It's a brilliant save. The second one, as he gets up, it's came to him, right? He's still there. He gets up quick, but the first one is brilliant. But Hatate's ball,
what a pass! The weight's incredible. He does really well as well to get across the ball, didn't he?
Even by his pass to Hatate,
because
as it comes out, he's got under a wee bit of pressure, and he just lets it come through and plays it first time to him, which allows him to set his first wee touch where he fakes as if he's going to go back and step forward, and then they wait.
No, the only thing I think that would disappointed Celtic last night, but they should have been out of sight, right? I watched Kyogo against Ross County, and we spoke about it in the show. His runs and his time and his runs were brilliant, right? And he scored 2 goals. He was always ahead of the... Did you see him last night?
But they played so high.
I know, but see, even when Kuhn was going down the right-hand side, Kyogo was too early for me, right? And I'm thinking, that's why somebody...
Didn't need to even go early.
I don't know if it was just the fact that he was caught up in the atmosphere and he was just desperate to score. And he was just... Because he's brilliant at it. That's his trademark. And I thought to myself, just hold yourself a wee bit and then get yourself in. You'd have got
I wonder if it was... Because it was one where Maeda got set free, but it was early. And Kuhn and Kyogo couldn't catch him, basically. So he gets in and then flashes it across. So I don't know if he's thinking, right, if I was in there, I'd have scored, and just maybe getting the timing.
But we Maeda, he was... a bit tetchy last night, wasn't he?
I think he was mad, wasn't
he? You don't really see that from him. Tell you who was excellent. McGregor was on. What did McGregor? What was it? Just running the game? You know, when he had to force the issue, he can pass people as if they weren't there. His range of pass and everything. You know, he was
even for the disallowed goals up against people being aggressive.
And again, it was a foul. But you know, everything in his game, everything you want for a midfielder, he was bang on it last night.
Well, you said one of the standouts, Schmeichel. Good business to get him for another year. He's been brilliant, isn't he?
Brilliant. That's a difference.
He just looked so comfortable in the big
difference last night, right? He didn't have a lot to do in the first half, did he? He didn't really have a lot to do in the full game. But when he was called upon, as I say, I thought that was a magnificent.
Many taps has he wearing during the game?
Oh, mate.
What was all about? And
he's got 10 fleeces on, hasn't he?
Ross County, he was
fucking bearing it, isn't
man. I know it was cold.
All I needed was his helmet on.
So it's not a good look. He needs to take a couple of layers after.
It's not affecting him though. The save was incredible, and a big moment because they were starting to get a bit of confidence.
100%.
He's so calm, isn't he?
Aye.
Who's Schmeichel?
How was it? How did Trusty play? How was the back two?
Aye, they done well. I mean, against big physical boy, he was massive, wasn't he?
Oh, by the way, see, at the beginning you're thinking, oh, he's rag-rolling him a wee bit. But obviously they got to...
They got to grip.
I couldn't believe in the first half, you go to Celtic Park, right? you know the pace they've got in their front line. How
high were they? Aye.
Dortmund. I'm thinking to myself, you're just playing right in it, and Maeda's just going woof, killing the
I
boy
think
at right back.
They must have thought, and obviously it must be the way they play, because when they went and squeezed the game, they squeezed up well where the strikers were there, the midfield and the defence, so they couldn't play through them really.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they thought they'll keep trying to play. They won't go in behind.
Because they haven't recently really Celtic have this, so you can see why they've maybe went and done that.
No, but they haven't, because teams are sitting far deeper. So there's less space, but the space was massive.
Unbelievable.
There was one where it was on the left in the first half, it was on the left, throw in, comes out to trust it to Carter Vickers, Kuhn's on the touchline, because the other thing was when the ball was on the other side, as much as the gaps, for defensive midfield to attack, they just squeezed the whole team out as well, out of the halfway line, so that they couldn't play through any situation. But if they go for left back to Carter Vickers, out to Kuhn, he's in acres of space.
So
just stoned him like that.
They were like kamikaze.
And he just kept going back. And he's like,
they were like kamikaze. Because you're just talking about, and that's how you're saying about Kyogo. That's the frustration because they were so high up. But there wasn't even any pressure on the ball.
Yeah.
So the Celtic boys play.
Oh, if you're high when they pressure on the ball, the ball's getting put behind you,
and you're thinking,
They
well,
could have
they should have
done it
played a few more diagonals out of the top.
The one Kyogo goes through and he's well offside. If he leaves it, Maeda's timings runs it unbelievable.
I think
and he's in.
Yeah. It's usually that deeper runner that you need under that against that high line.
Nightmare, didn't he? He get booked for arguing with the corner. 2 minutes later, he's putting the ball in the back of the net. Biting. By the way, it wasn't a corner, to be fair to you. Yes. I thought, it wasn't a corner.
Well, we don't get the replays, but even at the time, I'm thinking,
it wasn't a corner.
Am I right in saying that as it stands now, Celtic play the Madrid or Munich?
but that'll change.
But that'll change because of the last game. Well, Madrid play your favourite team in the competition, didn't they, next? Brest,
yeah.
You've been seen sucking their top.
Man City are struggling.
They're struggling,
They
in
need to
there.
get a result against
Yes, we beat them last
Bruges
night.
at home.
Bruges are not bad.
Bayern Munich are at home, I think, Slovan Bratislava. So they'll win. But, I mean, it would just be the thing, wouldn't it? Oh, brilliant, you qualify, right? You need to play Bayern Munich or Real Madrid.
I know, mate, I know. But what a glamour tie to get to, innit?
It would be, but they'll not get them. They'll not get them.
And then this last game, I wish Maeda was fit. Although it means nothing in Celtic are qualified, you want to go down there and give them you want to beat them, didn't you?
They need to go and, they can't, everything they've built for the Dortmund game, gone and been defensive against Atalanta, been defensive and offensive against Leipzig, and shown, a different kind of growing as the tournament's going on. You need to go and put in a good performance against Villa, because if you go down there thinking, right, it's fine, you've qualified and everything will be all right, and take a heavy defeat, then you're straight back.
Yeah.
You can't then just turn it on and say, right, who have we got in the knockout rounds? We'll just get back to what we were doing. You need to keep that momentum going.
He was fuming last night, Emery. Did you see him after the game? Not a good evening. He's fucking caned a few of the boys are not listening, he said.
Right.
I heard that. I heard that. That's the first time he's really come out and had a go on it.
Do you fancy could Jinx Celtic go and beat them? Big loss, Maeda being out in it.
Yeah, but it's a big task, obviously, but I think that they're capable, especially the way Celtic can play in that counter-attack, with the pace and everything they've got, middle of the park as well, but they need to defend.
It depends who I think plays instead of Maeda.
I think the drop-off's quite big for the next winger done for the two, do you know?
Well, Yang
or Palmer. It's maybe no the fact that the drop-off in terms of ability, it's the speed and the relentless pressure that he has.
Well, just quickly, I want to ask you, there's rumours the day that Kyogo goes away at Rennes and Jota for us. Jota might be coming back. Would that be a good deal for Celtic?
It's a good deal to get Jota back, but I don't think it's a good deal to let Kyogo go.
See if you're getting 10 million quid for him, so at his age, still no now.
If somebody's paying 10 million in January, why would they not pay it in the summer?
The summer, that's a good point.
He's 30.
I think he's close to 30, isn't it?
The only thing I would say is Brendan Rodgers come out on record and said, look, I'm not going to stand. If he wants to go, he can go. I agree. I think he's
Keep him by summer.
He's your best centre forward, isn't he? Let's be honest about it. 10 million to Celtic. It's no like you're sitting going,
we need money.
Well, it depends who comes in, but you're not getting the movement that he has. And I know there'll be people that say, but he doesn't get involved in the game. But if you give him service, his movement's ridiculous. I don't think it's a good idea personally, because who are you bringing in for 10 million? It's going to.
But you're going to.
Ida was 9, wasn't he? He's never near Kyogo's level for me.
But is he going to keep a player that's maybe went away, Rodgers?
That wee guy will be happy all the time.
You can turn around to him and say, look, we've got a knockout phase here. It could be favourable depending on how it finishes. You might get into the last 16. which for Celtic's ridiculous.
Why would he want to leave anyway? At the minute,
Take
you know,
money, maybe, I don't know.
league championship and
Uh-huh.
up as well. You know, in Europe in the next phase.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but the prize money I would imagine for getting through the knockout round would be massive. Even the prize money to finish higher up. I know that he can play next week and they could sell him at the end of that, but I wouldn't.
Not for 10. Not for,
Not for 10. Somebody at Celtic should get a pay rise. Whoever got fucking £5 million for the boy Bernabei.
Brilliant.
He was defender of the league.
Was he?
In Brazil or wherever he was.
Mate,
South America, I think for the whole competition.
He was a good player,
I think
right? I always liked him, right?
100 million worth, wasn't it?
Look, but the problem is some people are suited to different styles
Right,
of football.
uh-huh.
But you can look at somebody and say, he's got something in him. He's a player somewhere, and you can go somewhere else and it fits your style. I quite liked him, right? He gets slaughtered left, right and centre. Look, he never produced at Celtic, but you could see that going somewhere else that suited him. By the way, £5 million. Great.
Mad how quickly football can change, innit? What about that Barcelona game, just the last bit?
Unbelievable.
That was like 22 drunk guys at the pub, wasn't it? What about fucking the Barca goalie, Chesney, man? Fuck was he doing?
Like, I couldn't believe they signed him for a start. He was retired.
He was hopeless at Arsenal.
He was retired. He wasn't that
Packet
good when he was
Bowler,
good.
Exactly.
He wasn't good enough for Barcelona when he was at his best.
Madness. And
It's
then also
mental.
Bologna are out, but what a result, Derek, nah? You watch it?
Oh, it was a great game. So it was.
Your boy
aye.
play well,
The
huh?
atmosphere. I was just be a bit peed off. I wasn't there. Few
You still not allowed?
I'm kind of getting back into the good books. I'm working on it.
So he's been having a drink with it.
So that was Monza and Saturday, and then obviously Tuesday night. Aye, so it was
Played both.
Aye, played both. Aye,
He's back now,
just
eh?
good to see him. You know, like captain
Skipper?
on the side and
Skipper,
aye.
aye.
Played a couple of different roles. Played a wee bit more advanced in the first half. Dropped back into a position. I think it kind of suits him under the new manager. I mean, the new manager, he's not.
Is he? I love
He's
that.
a crazy man. Aye. He's a
Mad how
crazy
people's
wee
lives
fella.
are different. And his boys just captained Bologna in the Champions League. I'll probably get totally right, but my boy Canada's fucking 2 times table. Do you know what I mean?
I'll not be surprised.
You're
No, that would be a surprise.
So your boy's not going to be a player, can
He's 12.
He should,
He's 12.
Are you worried about it?
No, I'm a fuck. As long as he's behaving, mate. That's
You're
what I
worried
care
about
What if
that,
he's not,
innit?
though?
Going to see
Then
the
I'll
teacher.
can his arse, mate. How? No, I know you can't do it, but I'll fucking go mad.
Wait, is it?
If he's not behaving, 12.
So what would the punishment be? What would you do if he's not got a good report?
PlayStation.
Oh,
He doesn't play. He's not
He's
big
got
on
a
the
phone?
PlayStation.
First
Phone or
No,
something.
take away the football.
Is it
That's
yeah, first year?
that's all happening.
First year.
You
Aye,
talk
give him a
about
break.
because your boys love the football, don't you? So you take that away from
Maybe no.
that.
He loves coming to Scotland, so maybe
But
no
there you
take him for
go.
a week.
That would-
But I think he'll be. I says, how do you think it'll go? He says, I think it'll be alright.
What if he gets a great report? What you got?
Might surprise you.
Got a game.
We'll get you 400 quid a week at East Kilbride. For the lower earners.
Sorry, we've got 4 wins, and some of them you're like, oh, they're clever. You know they're clever, and a couple of them you go in and they go, by the way, scored this in their test like high, and you're going, fucking hell, I didn't know they were that clever. So you might get a wee surprise.
Because that's what my 3 boys are. I mean, look at me. Chuck school in second year, just went like, nah, I'm just going to go and train down Strathy Park and all that. So, but they're all get good jobs, aye.
We took some gamble. At
You were doing someone else doing Strathy, so you weren't training you. Right, lads, big news coming out of Motherwell. They've rejected a 2.5 million bid for Udinese. Correct decision for him. He's worth more than that, isn't he?
Absolutely.
all day long.
In today's market.
All day
Aye,
long.
but there's different ways out with this. I mean, even with sell-on clauses, with Lennon, with appearances, maybe there could be more than that. I mean, see if it was 2.5 million, I'll put it at 2.5 million up front, and then we don't know, we're no privy to all that. You know, how many games he plays. Then Mother will get more. No, but see, sometimes they sell on clause as well.
I know,
if he goes and does the business and then he goes again.
Clubs like Motherwell are wanting the money now, isn't
but the 2.5, right, I know what you're saying, 2.5 million they sell on, right? But my thing about that is they'll get the sell on, they'll get the games, they'll get the caps, they'll get everything. The 2.5 million is not even a starter.
No.
Let's be honest about it. For an 18-year-old boy with the talent that he's got, 2.5 million. I know you're Motherwell and people think, well, Motherwell are desperate for a wee bit of money. There's absolutely no chance Motherwell are leaving.
Put it in context. Mikey Johnson went to West Brom for something like 3.5 million quid, didn't he?
Well, I'll put a wee Tottenham's worth in, because I think at the start of the season there was a wee conversation with Lewis and some of the officials at Bologna, and he mentioned Lennon.
Lennon, did he?
Aye.
We had to be exclusive. Thanks for it.
Yeah, we moved to.
What was that conversation? If I leave, you can bring him.
When I go to Juventus, take that.
I think they sometimes ask him the question about the boys in Scotland. You know, who's the ones they kind of look out for. Certainly, I think Lewis had put Lennon's name forward.
It'll not be the last bit.
Aye. No.
It's not be the last
See,
bit.
you were talking about that deal. Was it a similar sort of type deal for Aberdeen?
I kind of know, aye. Which
So it was money up front, and then there was appearances and
aye.
other
You know, so it can it can work like that. So I'm just going by what I've witnessed. You know.
But see, the thing for that is right. They've taken Lewis, and they've for what they've paid for him. They'll be like, can't believe they've accepted that deal. But what they know is they're getting value. The Scottish ones that went there, they know they're getting they're getting good players. So the better that Lewis does, Hickey does, the guys before him, it pushes the value up of the league because
which is
they
why
know
the fee should be more familiar.
So they know
Aye.
it's less of a gamble. Plus clubs look at it and go, Hearts sold Hickey for $1 million or just over $1 million. Bologna selling for 18 million.
That's right.
Right, and I know they get selling, as you say, they'll always get it. But the clubs are now saying, no. Look at what he's done, look at what he's done. We value him more, and there'll be more teams in for him as well.
But then you've got to, I think you made a great point there, you've got to take into consideration, is Udinese the right club?
I don't.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
get it.
Why no the shite?
Because he'll end up at Watford.
And they've got that connection.
He'll end up going, I will buy him, right, Watford.
Yeah.
And maybe not have a say in it, I don't know, but...
So I wanted to ask you this, is this another player that Celtic and Rangers shouldn't be missing out on? I mean, $2.5 million to Celtic and Rangers is not a lot of money, is it?
Well,
Yeah,
Should
but you're
Celtic
not
and
getting
Rangers
for $2.5 million.
No, right,
You
so
need to get
what
that
would you
in
think,
your
maybe 3-4? Is this one that these should be going for?
see, with Lennon, we knew,
I don't
you
think
know
so,
him
But do you not think so?
before any of us. I've been watching them for a couple of years, and it's clear to see why are they not going and getting him.
I don't think he's...
Why not, Faddy?
I think he's... Well, I don't know, and I don't know if I'm talking
It's
to
worked
Tom here.
out
I
great
think
the way
that
he's
he's got it where, you know, like sometimes you come through in Scotland, the young players come through and they think, right, Celtic Rangers, or one or the other is like, that's the pinnacle, that's it. If I get there, brilliant. I don't think he's like that. I think he's like, where's the best place for me to go and play,
Development.
progress, experience different things, be successful.
How comfy's old man and all. Of course
I think that, but for me,
it's good.
Udinese have jumped in because they think we'll try and get in there before the rest.
You can see why.
There'll be other teams in for them.
But see for Celtic though, I know you're saying, but see when you're talking about McGregor maybe coming to the end, he looks to me almost like a carbon copy of McGregor, nah?
If I was Celtic, I would certainly look, with the money Celtic have got.
got.
But I agree with Faddy. I think the boy's one of these boys that, you know, he's not out shouting he wants to jump ship. He's got a good, talk about
he's all
good
man,
parents
aye.
and all that. He's got a good guy looking after him agency-wise as well. So, Faddy's right. At his age, he wants to go and play in the right place, right? Look, money's important to everybody, but I don't think it's everything it is. I think his career's more important.
Yeah.
Right, he'll make his money, right? He doesn't need to worry about that. But I think he's got to make the right career choices, and I think he's got good people. And you're right about. But if I was Celtic, you're McGregor's, and you're looking at the talent that they're bringing in. 18-year-old was captain of Motherwell. Now I know that McGinn and all that's it, right? But the talent he's got, the boy's only got to get better.
So do you think Italy is the right move for him? Is that the best place for him?
I think Italy, Germany, definitely something.
Well, look at Johnson.
Aye.
Max Johnson.
Strum Graz, huh?
Yeah, you know, he's playing out his skin out there, so it's worked out for him. So
Biggest regret, if your career to go back again?
I just wouldn't have had a career. I'd have just went and got a job.
Would you? would you go abroad?
in a minute, aye.
I would love to have
in a
now.
minute.
See when I see what's happening now, the other players like your son,
Especially nowadays, I know, because you've got everything's accessible, it's easy. Like when you used to play, that would have been a lot more difficult because the language and
So
obviously keeping in touch and finding things out.
Imagine they two trying to
When do you say where's the Nile?
Where can I drink on Thursday?
So we were on about Seville, me and Nicky Walker.
Was
I think it was because of the connection Big Jock was there. Had been there at Seville as well, and there was talk that
What time of that?
no for me. No at that age. No, I wasn't. No. No, I wasn't the one.
You and your dad eating licorice in the garage, innit? Not leaving this garage for Seville.
No, you talk about it. I was certainly not mature enough to be able to
maybe I had a mature
that's why we're talking about Lennon, because he looks like that for me. You kind of, we know he's dad. It might be the right kind of type of move for him.
I think he'll go abroad, but Motherwell won't sell him for anywhere.
What do you think it would take?
4 million.
4 or 5, then with all the add-ons and all that.
I think you have to. You've got an 18-year-old that's a mainstay in the team, captain. It's David Turnbull went for what, 3.5?
Something like that, huh?
Does he get about a year and a bit in his
I
contract?
think he has, aye.
So there's still a wee bit.
How have Motherwell been without him? He's not been playing recently, obviously. Bad result at the weekend against St Johnstone. I think bad performance as well.
See, to be fair to Motherwell, as much as they're missing him, they've got a lot of they've got a lot of experienced guys. Their injury list is unbelievable, right? But fair dues to the board and Brian Caldwell and all that at Motherwell. They're back to manager because they've got a massive squad. Their wage bill must be right up there. But because of the injuries, they've backed him to say, right, okay, we'll deal with it in the summer.
Aye.
But I think they've missed, just unfortunately, they've missed
strikers as well.
Aye.
They've missed because you look at how well they've done previously. Theo Baird goes and does amazing, gets a great move, but it's all geared towards having the striker.
Yeah.
So Stamatopoulos is injured. Robinson's been missing as well. They're key players, and plus you add the experience that's missing for the team. It is tough, and look, the fans are getting a wee bit, angry at the way things have gone, the performance against St Johnstone, and it is tough. But when you're geared up where your system works a certain way, and it's you don't have the players maybe that are as effective, then it is going to be tough.
St Johnstone are a funny one, isn't they? Again, battered Motherwell.
And Motherwell are back up there. Motherwell had one shot on target.
Yeah. One shot, huh?
One shot on target.
60% possession again. If St Johnstone win this though, Daz, is there a wee bit of light for them in terms of staying up? Nah, you going to call it they're done?
Oh, aye. Aye, I cannot see them. I really cannot see them make a comeback.
I didn't see enough of that, but for me they're just caught between styles.
I don't think they are though, Del. I think he's got a proper style that he sticks with.
He wants to play.
I don't think he's caught between. I think he's
quite good
adamant
enough.
on that.
And I think that's where they'll get
strong
found
enough
out.
defensively.
They'll get found out that way, aye. Because that's how teams will pounce.
Because you're going and leaving the boys at the back with a potential to be exposed, and I don't think they're good enough to deal with it. So he needs to try and get some players.
Well, you look at
even Dundee. Dundee they had 70% possession of 3-0.
You look at the evidence of the goals they lost at Ibrox. Look at them.
They're open. They are open.
They're very open.
And that's
I like him for this. Just something about him. I like you, man.
Looks like a rock and roll star with a.
He does, doesn't he? With the wee earring and all. You ever have a piercing?
It's good 1-1.
Is he? Huh?
Aye.
As in what?
I interviewed him, aye, and he was brilliant, open, no bullshit, no like try to confuse you with talking to you about how he plays, just straight down the middle.
Love it.
I thought he was very good.
Any piercings?
I had my ear pierced when I was younger.
Did you?
Aye.
Pierced? Your nipple?
My ear.
Boy face ring, mate. Ponytail, ear pierced. Brilliant.
I had the ear piercing.
Seriously? Did you?
Aye, back.
Hoop or stud?
Just a wee earring. Just a wee stud. Aye, wee diamond.
He had a hoop with a cross.
Aye.
Have you had that?
Never, mate. Never. Well, who was your manager at the time when you got your ears pierced, and how did he take that?
I was only young. I was
a bit.
What
did your dad say?
Get that out.
Did he?
Aye.
Where did you go to get it done? Like Claire's Accessories or something?
No. It was
piercing yourself?
I was away with a boy I went to school with. Went down to Wales for like a few days, and he was getting his done. And I was like, I'm getting mine done, and I went up the road. My dad was like, slapped you. Fuck you, dude. Get that out. I was like, you need to keep it for 6 weeks, and I was getting shut. That's right. I was at yours.
Everybody had that back in the day.
Did they?
The only thing I had was Indian ink.
What's that?
Indian ink.
Tattoo.
Indian ink.
Needle and ink.
By the way,
homemade
it was
tattoos.
a homemade. My mate done it drunk. What you see the state of my arm, man.
What did you have?
My nickname.
Big Dad.
What was it?
Go.
Go?
Go. GAW. Right, where is it? Look, there's still a wee bit there, look. See the wee bit there?
So there is.
Right. And what happened was I went to Rangers.
What a shit nickname.
God, I don't get
You
that.
fucking faddy. You know what I mean?
God.
They were up- they
You're
were
just
up
waiting
on-
for him to say,
And I went to Rangers and I was in, right, and I used to wear a plaster over it.
So you get another?
No. So with
get another?
short sleeve shirt, and a press guy says to me after the Celtic, why you got a plaster on always on your rim? I went, I cut my arm, but it was good luck and I've always wore it, right? I wore it to train and everything. I wouldn't let the players in the dressing room see it because you felt dead needy, right?
Needy,
you know what I mean? And eventually Rangers put me in, I got an operation and got it cut out, but that wee bit was still left in, and they says, look, you want, I went, no, it's fine, I'll deal with that.
Keep it.
My dad's got some.
So Mike, old ink
His
tattoos.
sister done when he was younger.
Oh, what you seen the state?
They're not even
I
like-
don't even think it was spelled.
Not
Gone.
even straight. They're not even. The lines
exactly.
aren't straight. It's just somebody basically
Didn't that-
rip your skin with a needle and putting the ink in it.
Oh, that was nadish, wasn't it, man?
See, when I got that on my arse, tattoo on my arse, I was at Swindon, we were getting relegated that year, and it was shit happens, I got on my arse. So the boys told the manager, he was fucking raging. Next session, made me stand on the goal line, pull my trousers down, and everyone lined up with balls and just fucking
Scalped it.
leathered balls at
You
my
may
arse.
have a claim for that, mate.
I think so.
brilliant.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's up to you. But you
Danny Wilson, I'm coming for you,
Have
man.
you got that in your arse?
Ah, stupid, mate, honestly.
Seriously?
Shit happens right across my arse. Shit on one cheek happens on the other. See, every time I take my clothes off, she's
see
like,
that.
"Ah."
Sometimes you need to just shut your mouth. Instead of over. That's
I don't know. Think how stupid I was back
Oh, I
then.
tell you what, and you're worried about your kid.
I know.
he wears a thong on holiday as well.
He's got shit happens with his arse.
I know, terrible.
Imagine
Dundee,
one of his teachers watches us
I know.
before you
that
come in.
fucking clown's telling
And
him.
then she turns around to you and goes, shit happens, mate.
Or she could go, shows your ass. Shows your ass. Dundee Derby. Dundee, did they deserve it? Dundee United battered them second half, nah? Dundee United unlucky not to score?
Well, lucky not to score, aye.
They should have.
Everybody
Dundee
thought it was
United was it.
I actually quite enjoyed it, do you know that?
I
It
enjoyed
was
it.
blood and thunder, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the ball was
Sometimes-
getting scalped back to front. They were up for it big time, aye. But just at times, you like to see a wee bit
of quality.
just a wee bit. But some of the shots in target now, the attempts, certainly for Dundee United.
There's rumours going about that Simon Murray's still celebrating.
Aye, I loved
He
that.
loves it, doesn't he? So
I loved that.
I know,
Watching
that
him.
was good, wasn't it?
He was looking for. It's if he was looking for his mates.
He's a Scottish minder, mate.
Nah, it's if he was
He's
looking.
never fucking stops running, man.
Oh, it's-
But look, I think when you've got a cup tie derby, it's win the game, isn't it?
Aye,
So
that's it,
it's not that normally. I know that they can be direct, but both teams have got players that can play.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to play the fact that, like,
They just
winning
wanted it
this
that
game
much, didn't
for
they?
whoever
You could
wins
see
it
that.
is massive.
Aye.
You not only obviously it's a derby, you get the bragging rights.
Aye,
You're
you
through to the
can
next
see
round
it.
of the cup, win the game. That's all that matters, and I don't mind that. I don't mind plenty of strengths or plenty.
Good old
the
fashioned cup
occasion.
tie, wasn't
Yeah,
it? They just
absolutely.
wanted it, didn't they? You could see that. They were desperate just to win a game of football.
Yeah.
Well, they lost the last one, the last couple of minutes,
Aye.
didn't they? So, as you say, Derby back at their place,
Innit?
cup through the next round. I liked it, I enjoyed
Aye.
it, I've got to say.
Must say, that's the smartest I've seen you, mate.
Is it? Cheers.
Ah.
Yeah, you're looking good.
What is this? Where's this for?
That's a wee. I've had that for years. I don't know.
Lovely that, mate. What'd you say, just last wee bit, what'd you say for dinner last night? I had the best dinner ever.
Nothing.
Homemade katsu curry, chicken katsu curry. Your sushi are doing wee packets of katsu sauce now. Fucking incredible, you need to get it.
Homemade then, is it?
Well, whatever it's called. Sticky rice, breaded chicken, peas. Oh, beautiful, man.
sounds
What'd you
good.
have?
Nothing.
Huh?
I didn't have time. I had a roll and corned beef.
Oh, I love a roll
Love corned beef. Do you
Oh.
put tomato
Do you
on
put
that?
Aye, that's what I was going to
And do you put butter?
Oh, butter all day long.
There's no bit of bread that I have that doesn't have butter.
Butter on it. Lord Pack. aye.
By the way, tell me.
How many bits
No.
of corned beef can I ask? Because I'm
I only, had,
obsessed with
I only had one,
Two.
but I took it with me because the time I left, didn't have time for my dinner, didn't get into the stadium. I thought, sometimes you're sitting there.
There's a
absolutely
beetroot on-
starving.
No, fuck
you don't
beetroot.
put-
Aye,
Love
that's
beetroot.
Damn it!
I could sit and eat a jar of beetroot, aye.
You and your damn it. He's eating licorice, you're eating beetroot.
Aye, but no, I had crunching up.
Oh, that is.
And a banana.
That drives me mad.
Fitness, that's healthy, mate.
That isn't healthy, mate.
Yeah, it's
a big bowl of sugar.
Aye, crunching nut. Crunching
Aye,
nut.
sports mixers for a dessert.
Aye.
No, I had that for his lunch.
And a banana.
You're on a
Banana's
diet,
well,
Jess.
Why are you only having that? You're on a diet because you're on a diet.
fucking oven wasn't working, wasn't it? No. I couldn't wait. I was like that. I was starving and I wanted to sit down and watch the football.
Would you not take her out for a bite to eat because Evans brought?
No, football's on. Come on.
What about you, Sam?
No, I had steak last night.
Oh, lovely. How'd you cook that?
Yeah.
Couple of minutes
I've got
inside?
the griddle. I just burn the nearly
The
the
house
kitchen down, then bang bang, away you go. Wee bit peppercorn sauce.
I always said.
I'm gonna have a sourdough sandwich with corned beef and tomato today. I'd maybe put a wee bit of mustard on that as well.
Yeah, a bit of
Would
beetroot
you?
on it.
Aye, why not?
Just a
The-
quick one.
the-
You're talking about butter. Lure part. £8.
I know, mate. It's fucking mad.
I nearly had a fucking heart attack. And no one of the ones I'm at the self checkout. I'm thinking, do I take that back? And the lassie's looking at me and I'm like, fucking.
Olive oil.
What's your favourite biscuit?
Do you know what? It's amazing, mate. Dimes.
No, I'm going to give you one. There's two. There's the Marks and Spencer's one.
The
The
chocolate
extremely chocolatey
Aye.
custard.
Oh,
Creams.
the chocolate covered one.
Extremely.
Oh, it's a
They
custard
are-
cream covered
They
chocolate.
are,
That's
aye,
a
they're
game changer.
sensational.
Aye, you get the bourbons
Cup
as well
of tea,
covered. Aye.
and you're talking. There's 6, isn't there? Well, 4 are away right
I'm
away.
not a big biscuit guy,
Oh,
but
the
this
Marks
is
and
nice.
Try them.
the extremely chocolate rounds. are
Extremely
amazing.
chocolate. But is your one
Extremely chocolatey rounds.
right?
Oh.
They Marks and
try them.
Spencers?
Aye.
They were.
I don't shop in there, mate.
Are you Aldi?
I've not got the candy.
I've been-
Asda.
Marcy's, isn't he?
Marks is alright. They
Yeah,
lots of good deals.
No, it's-
I send my sister up.
Meal
for a
deals
yellow
are brilliant
stickers.
and hang me.
They do
Marks,
great meal
aye.
dining for two and stuff like that. I'll give you one. See, Aldi just now are doing Wagyu steaks. Aldi, Wagyu steaks for like $4.80
had
or
them?
something. They're fucking beautiful, man.
Well, like,
Get them, man, right? You'll
Man.
enjoy it. Talk about Dundee United. Rangers go there at the weekend. Tough fixture for Rangers, isn't it? Away to Dundee United.
Away game. An away game.
That's how it's tough, isn't it?
And
It's an
the
away game.
fact Dundee United they're a good team. So aye, it is. Obviously Rangers get the game against Man United, which is another away game, but it depends on, to an extent, what happens there. Because I think that Rangers have got a good chance of getting a result.
I don't know.
The night?
They're
Aye.
terrible, Man United.
Aye.
Just
mean,
because
yeah,
of
because of
the
their
manager
situation,
and-
innit?
I think the full situation, but also Man United have been at their best when they've been counter-attacking teams and they've not had the pressure of being the team that needs to win. Against Southampton, I know Diallo scores the 3 goals in the last 10 minutes.
They've got battered.
Rangers are missing a few
Southampton.
right enough tonight. Diamandi's out, Hadji, Danilo, so that's taken away for.
All 4 of us had them in the team on Monday.
Did it?
4 morons again, mate.
So
Don't know how they
obviously
said it.
Danilo and
Cup
Hadji
tie.
weren't in the European squad as well.
That's it.
Diamandi's suspended, so that's going to take away from a wee bit. The Dundee United game, it's a all about attitude, isn't it? Meet fire with fire, because they'll be at them. They'll not leave them alone, United, won't they? And they've got a wee bit of confidence about them, although they've been beat with Dundee. So but they need to turn up. They need to show
home game.
a bit more away for him.
Yeah.
So that's where there's a bit of pressure on Clermont as well. They need to start winning away for him.
They struggle when the
Simple,
pressure's on to control the ball and look for an opener.
I think they struggle when they're expected to win games.
Aye.
That's for me. When they're not expected to win
Sure,
games,
but they're
they
expected
produce.
to win games at home, Derek, and they've been winning games at home.
Aye, but
What is it
home's,
about
home's
the
a
away ones
different
and
kettle of
different-
fish.
different
Aye,
belief for the
that's
team
a
they're playing.
different circumstances with that situation. But I just think away for him, you should be going away. Certainly doing a whole lot better than what they have. So that's where everybody looks at that and they'll go, right, we need to see Rangers start.
So who do you think plays then?
That's what I was going to say
When-
tonight.
the
night-
Without
well,
Hadji.
Well, Barron, wee Barron will come in the middle of the park.
Is there 2 we're asking?
Bijrami will
10.
play in the
10.
10 row as well. Iber, Danilo, Igaman will be up
play.
top.
Would you put Igaman?
Jefty,
Why don't you put Igaman 10?
Jefty could go
Dessers.
one up.
Aye.
Igaman 10, Bijrami out wide and
I'm not
Dessers.
playing Dessers. I'm
I
not
would
starting
neither.
Dessers.
Do you know, I'm
No.
completely against everybody. I like this.
I bring him on. But
I like
Daz,
Dessers.
see what you do then. Bring him on maybe if you want as an impact player. But no, you're starting with Igaman, Bijrami, Cherny, and probably Jefty. But the pace and the power that boy's got, you know, and that's what you need.
Oh,
in
I'm
the
not
wide
leaving
area.
him out. I
Aye.
think he's a star.
Could you put Jefty up one and put Yilmaz left back, Tav right
Yilmaz
back?
could go in there, as well.
I think, well, that's, or
Jefty's
who
quick.
else is-
Proper will be in there. Proper will be in there with
And Salah.
Balogun.
and Salah.
No, he's not.
Salah
he's not
can't
in the
play
squad.
because
No, he's not,
the
yeah.
Balogun
Clocked that.
Balogun.
Good.
and Salah as well. He's
Did you have Balogun on
but he's
Monday
done
as well?
well.
Fucking
And Salah's
Craig
done
Mills.
well, hasn't he, since he's come in? I know it's the 3 yet. And Salah,
Aye, done
isn't
well.
he? Excellent ball player, centre
Good
back,
on the ball.
isn't he? Aye.
Good passer in
Still
the
to be
middle.
I don't-
tested.
he's not
I
been
get
tested
that. I get
defensively
that.
for me.
Aye. Aye.
But
That'll come. You can only do
by the way, you can't ask for any more. You're get thrown into the team. You've no really come up against somebody that's really, playing up against you. He's a chance to grow his confidence. His passing's excellent.
Isn't he? He always looks to play the forward pass. He's no safe eye.
Is Butland fit, no?
But I think somebody says Butland's back fit. So there's a question for you. Do you put Butland back in?
I think you play the best players that are available, and I know Kelly's come in. He's done okay. He's done pretty well. But if he's fit,
see, that's why. That's what I would go. The weekend when he puts Munna in goal.
Aye, why would you?
Because Kelly's waited all season to get knowing that you're only getting in for an injury, and then he gets a run of games, and then you get to a game where Butland's close to coming back, and you don't get a game.
It's good that he, in terms of there's a youngster he puts in there, but why does he not play the other boys?
That's mad.
He spoke about it. Rice, the boy Curtis, start him for the off.
He's putting him in for experience. He's not going to make a save.
They were always going to win that game, right? So get the boys in. We know what the other boys can do. We know what Kelly's.
He was good, Curtis, when he came on.
Wasn't he? Very good.
So was there also thinking of you're going to need these boys for Thursday against Manchester United, so you need to give them a game on the Saturday, Sunday?
Aye. I was just really surprised when the team lines came out that likes of Curtis, likes obviously Rice, we've been expecting that. Even the boy King, we know what proper is all about. Just came
Taft to centre back, and then
poor. I didn't like his interview before the
game when he says,
I didn't hear it.
I'm going to put. I've got a young goalie in. He's getting experience, and I'm like, he's not going to make a save. He'll get the body feet, which he made a mistake.
And he made that right.
By the way, he's not going to. What's he going to? What experience? A great occasion, and I'm not taking anything away because it's your dream to go and play. But
I think he'll go. I think he'll go with Kelly in it.
That's it.
Right? And the reason I think that is, you look at Butland's form before he get out of the team, and you're right. At Motherwell, he was dreadful. Kelly's went in. And,
good with feet, Kelly.
And he's grown into it, right? And I don't know if Butland's 100%. I think Butland's a better goalkeeper. But I think if the two of them were fit tonight, I think he'll go with Kelly.
He normally does that, to be fair, didn't he? Like, how many times he said, no trained enough, no, done whatever, been cleared by the sports scientist, so he can't play. And it might be the same. And look, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because if he's not been training, so he's...
And that goes back to the Fraser. Why are you playing proper? Why are you playing Diamandi?
Give him a breather.
Give him a breather.
He's had too many games.
Give him that breath.
Aberdeen.
And then he's going to play. He's going to play him in a game against Fraser.
You hope he's not going to come out and say, "Oh, a bit tired, this and that and all that." Like, I know Diamandi's not playing, but I'm saying there was no need for Diamandi to get in there. 5-0. 5-0. Maybe 5-0 early in the season. It doesn't. But anyway, it was a game they're always going to be.
For me, he should have played the two.
Same here.
I think he's a result for the night. What's your prediction?
I think Rangers could, and I'm hoping that's again. I'm maybe no thinking with that thing between my ears. I'll go. I think 2-1. I think they could win it 2-1 because of the state they're in. Man United.
They're pish.
I think it'll be a draw.
We'll take a draw, no?
Definitely.
I think Man United have had times where they've been 2 down and they've managed to get back and maybe either get the winner or take the draw. They've been 2 ahead and been pegged back. And plus the manager came out and says worst team in Man United's history. Then he kind of explained his decision, his comment, saying, "I just mean this run of fixtures, and I include myself. We are going through a run of 7 defeats in 12, where it's probably never been done." And then he says the players are scared to play at Old Trafford. They don't enjoy it. They're not brave enough on the ball.
I know. Imagine sitting watching that.
But he plays 8 defensive players, mate. He plays a back 3. His 2 wide players are 2 full-backs, and the 2 centre midfielders are 2 defensive midfielders. 3 attacking players on the pitch.
No, well,
fuck, you going to win games?
Diallo plays as a wing back, didn't he?
He's only been in.
How's he been in the door?
But he's been playing Mazzarawi out there, isn't he? And fucking Diallo on the other side, and then Diallo and Fernandes with Azarxi up top.
Is he going to cut his own throat with that, or is he?
I like it. I think so.
I sure they are, because I think every manager's went in there and went down the same road, right? And
well, they've changed the manager. They've changed the style. They've changed formation. They've changed the manager. They've changed the style. The one thing that's constant is they've not been good enough.
Yeah.
So he's come in and said, you know yourself when you played. If a manager says, "Fucking worst team that I've ever seen," you'd be like,
"Fuck you!
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm not having that. I'm not. You're not going to argue with him, but that's your challenge." Maybe he's went in and says, "Right, come on," and encouraged them. Maybe he's went in and tried everything, and he's thought, "By the way, I'm not accepting this.
I'd be happy with a draw as well. I know I'm one
I think a bit of
All right, if you're watching this before the Man U Rangers game, remember Andy and Slinny are doing an open goal locking.
What does that mean?
They're going to watch the game. They're going to commentate on it. They're going to.
So you can.
Slinny's a big Man U fan. Andy's a big Rangers fan. So you can watch them.
Are they in? Is it a?
They're in the office, so they'll be watching in the office. So you can watch them watching the game. Link to sign up in the description box below as well. Right, lads, on to the coupon, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 6 fixtures. I'm going to ask each of you to pick 4 teams, please.
Has MD ever got a coupon up?
Come on, let's fucking.
we got a couple of individual results the other day.
Motherwell.
Ross County and Lennon.
Lads, the sponsorships. We're negotiating the sponsorships in for next season. Come on, let's try.
Right, I'm going to have.
Come on.
Our future lies in your hands.
They don't want us to win.
I think they want one.
They want
So people got at least a fucking
get some money.
stick a few quid in it. Right, come on, Dash. Who you going for?
Copies us.
I think they do, mate. You'd be surprised.
Right.
Be surprised.
So I need 4.
Yes.
I'm going to have.
Do you want to go first? So you go first.
No, you go.
No,
Daz.
you go, mate.
No, we go.
I like the draws.
I'm going to go. St Mirren.
St.
I know Aberdeen have got to change their forts. They've got to get a win somewhere, but I'm going to go St Mirren.
Right.
I think they might nick it. Then I'm going to go. We're staying away for
This
Rangers.
is big odds already, I can tell.
And then I'm going to
go
go.
beyond.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to go Motherwell. Right. So there's another away one. But then I'm going to go with Hearts at Tynecastle.
You're one different for me.
The last time I saw
Aberdeen to win.
Is it aye? They're due a win, aren't they? But I'm just thinking.
Made new signings in each other a couple of weeks with them.
Aye, but they look
Aye, they do, but
disjointed. They don't lack a goal.
They look in between a
Aren't they?
Right, Fad, you want to go next?
I was going to go Hibs, Aberdeen, Hearts,
Hibs, Aberdeen,
Hearts,
and Motherwell.
Motherwell.
I feel
Motherwell haven't been great, right? But see when this happens, when it's a cup game then a league game, very rarely do you win both of them.
Right, come on, Daz.
Right, I'm going to go Ross County.
Oh, wow,
Aberdeen,
okay.
Aberdeen,
Right.
Hearts, and I'm unfortunately got to go St Johnstone. I went Motherwell last week and they let me down.
What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Nothing.
I'm getting to watch.
Going to see my beautiful wife. Spend a bit.
I'm going to watch the Traitors.
Oh, do you like that? Claudia
Love it,
Winkleman,
mate,
do you like
love
her?
it. I taped it last night. Do you tape thing? No, you don't tape things.
Tape,
Have you watched Out There?
What? Out There?
What's that?
No, what's
It's
that?
the STV one, but that was it's about a farmer guy down in Wales. It's about a bit of drug dealing going on and all that.
No, I'm going to watch it.
Out
By
There?
the way, I thought it was going to be quite bland and all that. Oh no, it's a wee bit more nitty gritty.
Is it?
So I
Any?
watch it. No, I know that in terms of.
I'm not watching it.
No, I'm not.
You know what?
What's the one that you've said as well?
Landmark.
Landmark's going to be brilliant. Billy Bob Thornton is the makers of Yellowstone.
I'm telling you now, watch it for the mother and the dot. Sensational.
I'll end that there. Thanks, lads.